But the idea is that these would be immigration papers or interrogation papers, and that you don't want them to be thrown away. You want them to be saved. You want the information to be saved, so it's precious to you. Dance for me is a form of communication. There are things that are stored within our bodies and our musculature that is our personal history, and that the body understands, and the body can't lie. When I was 4 years old, my mother brought my older sister and I to dance classes in Chinatown. It was pretty much in the heart of San Francisco Chinatown on Grant Avenue. I did that for the next 6 years of my childhood, and that was my first exposure to dance. My maternal grandmother is the grandparent who I spent the most time with growing up. I remember it was always dance class, and then I would go to my grandmother's house, which was about 3 blocks away, and I would always feast on these really incredible Chinese snacks. I have very fond memories of those times. In 1996, I took a trip to China, and that was my study abroad year. And part of my reasoning for going there was to find out and understand the culture in which I came from, and to understand her a little bit better. Unfortunately, while I was there, she passed away. When I came back, I decided to interview my mother and her 3 sisters about my grandmother. I got to see her from 4 different perspectives, and then summing up my own vision and picture of her within the piece. And that was kind of the impetus for this current project that I'm working on, Passages, which is inspired by her and my grandfather's experience immigrating through Angel Island. My grandfather came to the United States in 1929, and just prior to that, he and my grandmother got married, and it was an arranged marriage. They were separated for 10 years, and I think my grandmother was living with my grandfather's family and was pretty much just waiting for 10 years, waiting until she could be brought over. Just going to the island several times and doing the research, I feel, has moved me in a way that I haven't been moved before. Just being so close to what was actually happening and to hear all the different stories, incredibly inspiring and saddening. It's such a huge topic and experience. I feel that I'm only touching upon the surface of what I can understand best, and which is closest to me within my grandparents' experience. So I feel like I'm trying to incorporate both the personal as well as historical, and I think that is different from my work prior. It's a big jump and challenge, and I feel very blessed to have this opportunity to do that research and to do the work and to be able to share it with people in a respectable, hopefully truthful and genuine way.